it's video.
I think they're both good. No, open your shirt is open. They're balls.
Do you guys want to?
We don't even need to highlight what's on these.
One is more personal than the other.
Do you guys want to be in the video? What video? We have a YouTube channel. Yes, we're doing English right now. And how's you guys' morning been?
It's been good.
Woke up late, and now my whole day is ruined.
I accidentally stole the person in front of next to me's like parking spot today. So. Oh, don't ignore that.
No, it's like no.
I know, that's so embarrassing. It always does that. Yeah.
I think that's like the problem should get fixed.
I wonder if they're gonna charge me for it. So I'm just waiting till the end of the
Don't
year.
you have like insurance?
I used it already.
Oh.
Yeah, I broke it like actually in freshman year. Do you remember?
I don't remember what you did.
I threw my phone at it and it freaking shattered. Cause I didn't think it was that hard. I was like angry. I
There's something disconcerting about hearing that come out of your mouth. I feel like you, of all people, wouldn't expect to. Oh,
you
don't
no,
know.
it's not true.
So bad.
It's only like in games. Yeah,
No.
it's in games. Okay, what else? Schoolwork? Yeah, I think schoolwork. Everyone rages for schoolwork though.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I guess. I'm still waiting.
I'm not saying I know.
But like, games is not the only
Okay, what
You just said school.
else? Oh, yeah,
You rage more about what
I don't really see her point here. I don't know what she's trying to tell me. But we're all guilty of.
We stuck to themes. Wait, can you read over that? Is this music? Bothering me that this isn't bolded, though.
It's just copying down the thing. I don't
But like, is this
understand.
like good?
It's like, mine's probably the worst because they literally
That's
not
terrible.
different at all.
Look how nice it looks on mine.
It'll look
You
good
lose
on
your tongue. You lose the use of your tongue. You lose all desire to speak. You didn't want to talk to me. I think I'm it's good, right?
I think so too.
Guys, read this. Can you read it?
Tell us what you think. Mine's the middle one. Eva's is the first one.
Well, it's like a few sentences.
Does that look worse? The time it takes me to walk over here, put the lights
The
on, and
length
walk back.
doesn't matter.
What are you filming? Anything fun?
Yeah.
Are you catching people doing bad things?
This. Here, Eva. This.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna do that slide.
Yeah. Now we can explain. Should we get over recreation? Do you guys want to hear the explanation?
Alright, ready?
I guess we will.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Let's do it. Alright. So here's what people have found. So, eyeballs up here, if you would, or in front of you, the screen's in front of you. Alright, Dan and Tessie, they will show us. Somebody walk me through what you are noticing and why you chose what you picked.
Should I start off? Oh wait, is yours the first one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you got that.
I just noticed, like, I was noticing, like, the smaller details just to start, and I noticed that in the Henry Hayward version, they capitalized, or they didn't capitalize the target, so it sort of made it less informal, whereas in the Parker version, they capitalized it, sort of highlighting the formality that not only is Carter capitalized, but also the fact that it's one individual, and he's sort of on this pedestal.
The titles become its name.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent. What else are you noticing?
And then for mine, I found this on page 6, but I still thought it was relatively important because I was reading this and it says, while the Baptist was whispering his prayers, I read on the other translated text, the Parker one, that meanwhile Alyosha was murmuring his prayers. to Kumrovsky. And I thought that was pretty weird. I was like, oh, what's that word? So I looked it up because I wanted to understand more of where the translator was coming from, so we could understand like more of the interpretation of what this translation was about. But he's Russian as well, so I thought that was pretty cool from that.
So you looked up that his the proper name, Volosha?
Yeah, and it translates to defender of men. That's defender of men.
Defender of Men.
So he's still like practically God, but I just wanted more of like context to look in it.
Great. Well, here, like the religion is the focus here. So like it's the Baptist right here. It's like, oh, the guy is praying.
And then I also thought, I didn't really have many thoughts on this, but I also thought how it sounded a bit more, I guess, I guess you could say like harsh in a way, but instead of from the Hayward, the Haley Hayward translation, but a sort of gloating. Instead, in this one it says to grit your teeth. Like instead of bracing yourself, it says grit your teeth. Sorry, with like a sort of malicious glee.
Did you need to write there is?
Who's in blue over here?
So I don't know why, but just when I was like reading through it, I saw rice and I was like, okay, that's a pretty like individual word. Like I didn't think there was any substitutes for that. Same with like cereal. So I saw it and then I was like, what's millet? Like I've never heard of that. And it's like this gross, disgusting like grain. It literally looks like you know when you buy like beans, that's what it looks like. It's disgusting. But it's not even like a comparable like just they're saying you can't compare rice to you can't compare millet with cereal because what we as like Americans identify cereal as it's like cornflakes, which like it's completely different from the sort of like grain that was used a lot during when Stalin would put these people in the gulags and essentially created this whole like starvation and mass famine. And it was used because it was so common, but actually in Siberia it was like something that they couldn't grow, obviously.
So the diet is problematic, right? And so the word millet there helps you understand that. 'Cause you guys are like, yeah, right. Cornflakes. No, it's not at all within that. All right, comrade we have, and then citizen. This was big. I know this. You catch this?
It's specified in there's the one done by one guy says the one done by two guys. The one guy used citizen to refer to the Carter and other things, and particularly has like an asterisk, and at the bottom is like prisoners were not allowed to use the word comrade because I guess it suggests some sort of equality. But in the one with two guys, it uses comrade because, I mean, to us, what's the difference? But there is a difference, apparently. It's like a matter of being a person, being a human person,
We're following the rules or not following the rules, right? Are they calling each other comrades kind of subversively when they're not supposed to? Absolutely. You guys have a second. I don't know. Alright, and last, is this here because of the language, Joey?
Yeah.
Alright.
So I said like for mine, I put those quotes. Should I read the quote?
If you want to. Just want to swear out loud.
No. Shut that door, you S-word head. It's cold. One of them shouted. Shut the door, you scum. There's a draft. Said one of the guards. So like, there's a difference in like the raw nature of what they're saying, and the fact that like on the left, it sounds more, I would say like realistic, and what you would probably actually hear if you were in that situation. And on the right, it's like more toned down.
Absolutely.
If y'all read the translators know.
Nice and loud.
If y'all read the translators know, it said specifically in the Hayward one that it was a conscious decision to put in the vulgarity instead of like this one because of trying to undo the Soviet censorship, because the original manuscript did have a lot of vulgarity that was censored, so yeah.
Alright, thank you. Alright, who's the nameless peeps? Alright.
interesting like difference in the phrasing, because propaganda kind of has like, I feel like a negative connotation to it, whereas recruiting feels a little bit more like positive, more like in his favor. I don't know.
Next one.
So for snap out of it, and comparing to the sleeps over, like out you go, the one on the left is a little bit more like harsh, and the one on the right is like sleeps over, like out you go. You know, it's like more, I don't know, maybe a little bit more like softer, like friendlier, I guess. And on the left it says like gang, which kind of has like a little bit of a delinquent type of like tone, like a gang. And the right is like squad, like kind of like military, like squad, like you have any friends or something. And they, for the left, it's like made it for the door, as if they were like escaping for the door, like let's go like for the door and stuff. And to the door, it's just like they went to the door.
Don't be fooled, right? This is Siberia, it is 20 below, so if it looks toned down like, oh, sleep's over, no. It's harsh. Right.
For the third one, so the, like, this was the toughest moment, has like, this was like the toughest moment. And the right one is like, there's nothing as bitter, so it's like nothing compares to this. Like when you're out in the cold, like, you know, there's nothing worse than this. And like, it's like you go out, and then for like you lose the use of your tongue. It's like you can't talk, right? But then on the right, it's like you lose your tongue, so it's like you lose like your whole like thinking, like your whole thought, your whole speech. It's like everything. And then it's like you lose all desire. It's like you don't even want to talk anymore, like at all. Instead of like you don't want to talk to anyone, means that you have like an option, like you could, but this one's like you don't even want to.
So you're in the level of cold, right? One is like it literally physically pinches it off, and also you don't want to. So perhaps 30 versus 27 is like the least discrepancy in terms of cold, but the other one is definitely the wording, right? Again, recruiting, you said it. All right, and last but not least, we are least.
So for the
People gotta be on the investigative team. Questions, comments, smart remarks? No? Okay. There's this beautiful box over here, so if you were giving me back the old crumbly one, you can put it in this box.
Oh, thanks. We're saying bye now.
I'll just mark it and give it back to you. If you are keeping the old one.
Rate our description of our talk. Alright, say bye.